So let's say it is a muddy track. First of all, how muddy would it have to be to affect your capping? And if it does get to that level of muddiness, how will that change your betting?
It'll change my betting in that I'm going to look for higher odds for sure. I don't think it's ever worth taking a favorite or lower odds type horses when it's muddy out. As much as I like Nero, I might start having to look elsewhere in the field. There are actually quite a few horses in the field, about 5 or 6 that I went through the other day that have all performed pretty well on either wet fast or sloppy or mud surfaces. Mm-hmm. Some of these horses have won in the mud at very big margins, 8 or 10 lengths, even in shorter races.
And so which are the horses that you've identified as probably being good mudders if it is raining?
I actually went through the list and found quite a number of them. Pants on Fire is one of them, for example. Pants on Fire actually won the Louisiana Derby. Nice effort there. Held second all the way through. Won by a neck against Nero at the end. Pants on Fire actually, early in his career at Delaware Park, pulled off a 7-length win in the mud to break his maiden with Joe Bravo aboard last year. I think that was pretty impressive. Another one, Soldat. He's had 3 starts in the mud. He's got a win in 2 place spots. Certainly worth a look there. Twice the Appeal. Here's another interesting one. Just recently in December on a wet fast track, 7 furlongs, picked up the win at Santa Anita. The other interesting thing, not only a wet winner, but also could get Calvin Borel aboard, from what I'm reading. And that would be quite an upgrade in the saddle. As we know, he's done very well at Churchill Downs.
How muddy would it have to be muddy? I mean, if it's just a little bit muddy, does that change things a lot? Like how bad would the track have to be to get to the point where it's really impacting the results?
I feel even a slightly wet surface impacts the results a lot. When you look at all these horses, most of them have raced in very nice climates down south and out west. Most of the races are not on wet surfaces at all.
All right, great. So thanks for all this analysis. And just to sum up, recap how you're going to be looking at betting this race, rain and shine.
Well, I'm looking to take Nero with a win and place ticket. I'm thinking it's going to be Nero and Arch in the stretch. Those two finished 1-2 in Arkansas. I think it's going to be the same top 2 there, with Nero coming out on top this time. I'm going to go with Nero and Arch and matchup bets. Really, whoever they're up against, looking for some good odds there. And as I mentioned, a possible long shot for those that want to just throw a small investment on Twice the Appeal would get my nod there.
Excellent. Great. Thanks so much. I'll speak to you later.